everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm Aaron. For those of you tuning in for the first time, BGA's webberaj. Today I'm jumping into another open table game. Got a really cool table of players to play with this evening. Really excited. If you're new to the format, this is an all-player commentary stream played on training mode. It means no elo is won or lost during the game. The idea behind the stream is just to sort of 4 players. We're going to play a 4-player game of Terra Mystica. We're going to talk openly, share strategy, all that kind of stuff throughout the evening. We'll try to keep the stream to 2 hours as best as we can. Let me just introduce who we've got today. We've got Rafi from Brazil. We've got GeorgeShortwell coming back again, and Ryan the Man as well. Welcome, guys. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me again.
Hello, everyone.
And hey, everyone in chat. Yeah, that's right. 2 more Canadians. Also, Rafi, I think, I don't know that I've ever had anyone on the stream who's played as many games as you've played. It's 2,310 according to BGA, which is pretty hilarious, I gotta say. That's a lot of Terra Mystica. It took me like probably 5 minutes, like before every stream, I put together like people's elo. So it shows, you know, like your current elo and then the highest elo. There's no good way to find people's like historic highest elo. You just have to go to their profile on BGA, look at the sort of chart, and then like scroll down to find roughly where that is. And I swear to God, it was like clicking for 5 minutes. It was like a year ago where you were 679. It was so many games. Anyhow, enough said. Welcome, guys. It's awesome to have you. Cool. So Ryan, you have set up this table, did you?
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll,
awesome. Oh, and we're playing on. Yeah. Let's get started. We're playing this game today. It's base, no landscape, yeah. So just basically new arena season. We're playing on those settings for this evening. Cool. Ryan, did you want to tackle the setup? Break it down for us. Let us know what you're seeing. While Rafi picks a faction.
Yeah. So real quick here, looking at the pass tiles. Looking at these pass tiles, there's only one pass tile with coin. You're missing also the dwelling pass tile. So that's 2 that are missing 6 coins. You're missing the dwelling pass tile. So right away, it looks like it's going to be a coin shortage game type of game.
Yep, makes sense.
So maybe.
Any factions jumping out to you that you might consider tossing in to this, Ryan?
Yeah, so some interesting factions when you have such low coins is basically factions that can either generate coins or factions that like go for favorite tiles that can help them get coins. So one of the factions that I do like would be, let's say, Chaos Magicians or even Alchemists in this kind of setup with these pass tiles.
Right. Yeah, for sure. I immediately saw Alchemist here as well. Round 4 digs, like there's no funner of a digging faction I find than Alchemists in a game, especially once you've got that stronghold out. And I think like it's not a perfect Alchemist track, but like if you sort of play with the standard sort of like E5 ship strat stuff, like you tend to get out some dwellings in round 1, a few of them. Tend to build your big buildings maybe round 3 if you can. So you could probably, you know, get your stronghold out then, upgrade digs. Town into trading posts is always kind of tricky because it's hard to like town up without basically just like building all your TPs, but still it's like I definitely see some play here with Alchemists.
Oh yeah, this looks like such a dreamy Alchemist game.
Yeah, super fun.
We are going to see an Alchemist Warrior 2 round 1.
Well, yeah, it looks like it could work, and those of you who are in the know that Zivok just played a Water 2 opening with Alchemist earlier today and built all 17 structures and won his game. So
whoa, was that an arena
it can
game?
be done.
Was that an arena game?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually check out the game, but I just saw chatter about it.
That's hilarious. I'll have to take a look at that. What are you seeing, Rafi? What are you thinking of tossing in?
I think about witches. I saw yesterday a game where NerdCube made a really nice game where he just digging on the round 4 for digging around and made it 3 towns. It was really nice. And I also think the dwelling rush for witches are very nice here because trading posts around 6 is really nice for TPs. Make a lot of TPs there. I don't know. I'm thinking about witches.
Okay. Cool. All right, so we've got a first pick on witches. Sweet.
Yeah,
George?
witches is fine. It makes both, well, in any low coin game, both engineers and dwarves have some extra oomph, but don't really like that as much anymore, which is okay. I'll just go ahead and throw an alchemist. We talked about it. They'll be fun.
I think alchemists have a good chance, especially in second seat, of like doing that classic ship strat open. Ideally they get a priest and then they can buy a priest action, but worst case scenario, they can also make it work with temp ship. It's obviously not as good, but yeah, I feel like second seat, like you'll probably get priest or temp ship, and then probably one of those two, and you can, probably get away with standard sort of ship strats.
Yeah, I think even because in this game there's no ship VP tile, like just temp ship is like not as bad, right? Because normally the reason why you want the permanent shipping is for scoring the points off the pass tile, but if it's not here, it's not as terrible.
In terms of third seat, probably, well, it's really hard to say what, with these pass tiles, there's no spade, which is often the first one to go, so it really could probably be any of these pass tiles almost that would make it up to third seat. Like maybe, depending on who's from fourth seat, might want big building, but if you're not, like Darklings, you're not opening Stronghold, then Worker Power is probably the next best, is probably the best pass tile. It's really hard to say what's after trickle up to third seat. I find in some setups it's a little bit more obvious. Yeah, it's funny, there's actually a chance that witches will get to open on temp ship, which is kind of bizarre. I was talking about chaos before. Kind of feel like I want to give them a go here. It's not a chaos track. Oh yeah, both ship things are in. Yeah, that's good. Chaos is fine. I just posted this in chat, but also if anyone's just listening, let me know if anyone's levels need to go up or down relative to one another, including mine. Like if I'm louder than other people. I always find listening to the VODs, it's a little bit deceiving. It's like sounds slightly, the mix is slightly different than always like what I hear through my earbuds. So feel free at any time just to like message throughout of like if someone needs to go up. All right, Ryan, what are you up? You're up. What are you thinking of tossing in here? Going sandwich dwarves?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to go that crazy. So I'm starting to look a little bit at like the starting positions here, and then what pass tile I can get in the first seat. Looking with alchemists and witches, alchemists are probably building E5, and witches on F4. So in order to be in the middle of all that leech, cultists and nomads seem like a good choice. Nomads or fakirs, yeah, of course. I think here, and with wanting to build out dwellings, if nomad can place on F3 and take temp ship, maybe they get 2 power to open up with double digs, go across to from D3 to B2, dig G2 as well, and then they'll be able to put out a bunch of dwellings. That's only if Chaos Magicians don't go down south. So yeah, I think I'll put that in there. Put nomads in.
Oh, all right.
Now I really hate chaos.
Chaos are pretty bad here.
Normally, I don't like chaos magicians at all in any kind of games, but in this specific is really bad. I like the temp ship nomads because even if he can take the double spades or the single spade, if it starts on EH and take the priest, he can build B4 and G4 also. So it's a temple and two dwellings is really nice for them here too. Also the first round is the dwelling rounds. So everyone is going everyone I mean witch or alchemist is going to do the rush here. So maybe nomads can start with fire one, and the second round make a sanctuary. It's really nice too for them. I like it.
What are you bidding on
But
first, Rafi? Witches
think
must be
I'm
the best
gonna
here, right?
yes, just because the color and neighbors is really nice for them.
I think witches have to
Don't
be best here for a little bit. I don't know.
Well, there's alchemists here, dude.
Yeah, there is. I just have a hard time bidding on alchemists first because I find that they're like so glass cannony. Like I don't know, they just seem dangerous. But
Yeah, I also
Oh.
realized I was just completely blind earlier, and somehow was saying there wasn't the ship VP tile in this game, and it's obviously right there.
there
So
definitely is. Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes I find I just don't see things, and then it leads to some issues in games when you think that something is there or isn't there, and then you're wrong.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is definitely speeding up bidding. I actually really appreciate this.
So
Whoa.
I just think they're at least 10 points better than Chaos Magicians. So.
It's yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I might as well bring them down a little bit to start off.
Yeah, I don't actually know because chat are witches better or alchemists actually better than witches here? Or let me reframe this. Chat, who's better, alchemist or witches? I'm just curious what you guys think. Also, thanks, Ranged. George, you're on stream. You're not chat. I saw that. I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
sorry.
someone voted alchemist, and then I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, maybe I've been pumping their tires too much, and now I'm not going to get any kind of a deal on them. But
Well, as
that's okay.
alchemists here, you are one faction that I tend to just like to rush Earth 1, probably more than any other faction. So, what does that mean?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I think
so that's the thing I don't know about alchemists. Like
it's-
you're going to get Earth 1 and the priest action while starting on temp ship and the priest. Like technically, it's possible that both of these are gone, although it's probably quite unlikely. Although nomads might take temp ship, and whoever's on chaos could take the priest. I would probably go big building, and just open sanctuary. But I don't know. I guess there's a possibility that alchemists don't get either of these, and there's a possibility they do, and then they lose the priest action or get Earth 1 blocked. And for me, I just don't know how to evaluate that. Like if you can get Earth 1 and get 2 shipping in round 1, then like yeah, they're pretty solid. But like I'm bad at knowing like how to play alchemist differently if one of those things falls apart and you just end up taking double dig or something like.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
have really to take the temp ship for making alchemist works here. You can also take the worker 3 powers and start making double digs. It's really nice too for them.
yeah, you could just delay the shipping a little bit.
Um,
I was gonna say that I can't imagine there's an Earth 1 rush in this game. Like there are so few coins early that I think Fire 1 has a lot of value. Especially to nomads.
Yeah.
I see them taking Earth 1 in round 1. Witches may just try to dwelling rush, in which case they're not building a temple, so they're not taking Earth 1.
Yeah, totally.
I think it could be had later if Alchemist wanted to open water too.
Well,
I'm starting to think, like, what's the strategy here? Since there's like no, other than round one, there's like no really dwelling rounds to build your dwellings. So it's like, is it worth to go for like a super long, large network? Maybe you can get away with some type of like 6 or 7 structured chaos magicians going for a bunch of cult points. Cults will be open. I still think they're the 30 faction, so we're continuing betting a bit on the
yeah, it's true.
Nomads.
Yeah, like with Alchemist in the game
Yeah, I
as
think
well.
that makes a lot of sense. Like,
Go ahead, George.
yeah, Alchemist, Nomads, and Witches all have the potential for quite large networks.
Yeah.
So yeah, Chaos is probably not competing for first, probably not even second on network. So going more culty and smaller game could make a lot of sense.
So what's going to be important for Chaos is I'm starting to look at the starting positions, and maybe we'll see a world where witches go E9, alchemists go E10, and chaos go D7. I know it's not the best for them, but if they're able to win the race to B4, which is the yellow hex, then I think they could have a solid game.
Yeah, D7 could be in play. It's a bit rough against Nomads because Nomads are going to be likely on either E8 or B4. So as Chaos, you really need to get one of those before Nomads in order to really be able to expand at all.
Yeah.
I don't think that chaos is really, really bad. But, yeah, I don't like this faction at all.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I still think the other factions are at least all 10 to 15 points worse.
I don't know.
Sorry, you think all the factions are 10 to 15 points better than Chaos?
Yeah. So that would be a time maybe I could jump on
that's
Chaos.
where we're at right now in the bidding. So,
George, I guess not.
George, how do you think these pastels are gonna? Oh, okay, good to go.
Well, there we go.
Starting there.
This is why I love playing Chaos Magicians. Is you get to watch everyone place their dwellings, and then you could choose at the end where you want to put yours.
Yeah, I think it just makes the most sense to go on E5. Like both E5 and C1, I'll have Nomads as a neighbor.
It probably doesn't matter here because no one's going to dig the other one. It's not like if Swarmwings are in the game.
Yeah, exactly. As long as I get on them like round 2 at the latest, it should be fine.
Oh, this is what I think is that E5. If you win the race to E6, then you could form probably your sanctuary town there.
That is pretty nice, but with Nomads, like, if Alchemists can do a ship start, aren't they just going to do a ship start and let Nomads spade E6?
Maybe. Any flexibility. Like, if they do take E6, that just means I'm getting more power from them, so that's not the end of the world either.
Yeah.
But Nomads could go, if they take double digs round 1 with 10 ship, wouldn't G2 be a better option?
Yeah,
potentially,
unless
unless they want to grab the territory that's more in contention, but they get more dwellings out by going the other way. Yes.
Ugh. What pastime am I getting here, George?
Are you? Who are you?
Witches.
Sorry, I'm getting a call. Just mute myself for a second here.
Okay. Anyone else? We haven't really talked about how the pastels are going to break down here. I assume, Rafi, you're not taking big building. You're possibly taking temp ship as my guest, otherwise just worker power.
Yes, I'm thinking about the temp shipping and G2 and B2 round 1.
Then I think Chaos
I just do this.
can start with the big building tile.
I think so. Hey, Ryan, like I would open Sanctuary here. It's worse on the track, but you just score the point sooner and you get the econ sooner. Are you?
You get the econ rolling out, so.
I mean, I get, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't like this starting position. E9 and E10 means that I'm not going to take the leech that I need for the double spades round 1.
Huh.
So I think I'm going to make a priest and make the upgrade the ship and B4 and G4. Maybe that is the right way to play here.
Yeah. I just think I'll go with my initial.
Interesting. What? Okay. I guess that makes. Can you talk about that a bit, Ryan? About your starting placement, D7 versus D4? Is it just like nomads are in the game and also witches? I guess so you're never getting E7, and even if you did, you don't get E8. Is that
Like, if I go D4, like where am I expanding to? Like, there's not much. Like, if I manage to get E7, like, do I lose the expansion towards the south, which is like G2? I just think here there might be a race to B4, and I'm also taking away the power from nomads, and maybe you guys will upgrade on this side instead of upgrading on the other side.
I think
So
this
yeah, I
looks
guess I'll-
really good for me because I assume George is taking priest, which means
Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, I am taking the priest, I think.
which is pretty awesome.
I'm in second seat because yeah, even if I take worker power, there's no way I get the double spade. Well, I guess I could potentially get double spade if witches upgrade E9 and then I upgrade E10, which could be an option, but it's relying on witches because if they upgrade F4, then I'm well, then it's a bit tricky. Yeah, it's a bit tricky what witches want to do as well, right? Because they don't get the temp ship, and if I take the priest, then that means they might be incentivized to take the priest to try and ship, but the shipping isn't as good for them without having the spade available either. Doesn't give them too much, so.
Yeah.
So all that said, I'll take the priest.
All right. That seems pretty good. I get to start in first seat with worker power. I do think I just probably start E9, just assuming that I'm going to get more leech. I mean, yeah, I don't really know where you want your temple because you might want it E5 if you get to take E6, but that might get cut off. So I don't really know. I'm just gonna start here. My goal for round 1 is just to try to get double dig and hope it. I think I have a good chance of getting it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you will get it if you want it. Which means I'm probably losing E6 to nomads if they take the single spade. Unless chaos takes single spade.
I assume chaos here is just opening sanctuary, which means I'm guessing nomads take single spade, I get double dig, you get your priest, George, and everyone takes Earth 1 other than me, probably. I don't know. It's my guess.
Yeah,
because I could just take single spade here and take E6, but that doesn't seem great. Like, I'll only get out 1 dwelling that way. So I could try and risk the priest, but chaos may take a priest here. So I'll just take it now. like I said, I'm not worried about Earth 1 all being taken. I don't think that's all likely, and I may not even want Earth 1 in the first round here, so...
Yeah, it wasn't much for me to do here other than upgrade.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out if there's any way that I can greed Earth 1 and then get double dig back to me. I'll give 2 power to Alchemist.
You have the tempo on Alchemist, right?
Yeah, it's true.
So you could
just,
take Earth 1 if...
Something and this is just because I'm neurotic. Like I want like if I can get Earth 1 and double dig, that seems pretty good. But also the thing that I just probably infuriates me in Terra Mystica more than it should is burning off power tokens. So the other thing when I say I'm greeting, what I really want to do is get 2 more leech from you before I take double dig.
Here's the thing.
I don't know if I would even take Earth 1 as witches here.
No?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Fire 1 will have a lot of value this game.
Yeah, it is a pretty low point setup.
Also, Aaron, I don't know if you want to risk it, but if George decides that you greeted out for Earth 1 and double digs and you wanted more leech, you could just decide to upgrade on E5, which then gives the double digs to Nomad.
Right, of course, Nomads can take double dig. So, that's it.
He could choose to do that
if you don't take it now, I could give it to Nomads, but I don't know why I would want to.
Would he do that? Would he not? I
don't know.
It's an option.
I think I just go here. Yeah, the main thing I was trying to always try to figure out is, can I save more power tokens? Because I find it's like I do end up losing power if I throughout the game leech I can't take, something like that. And there's nothing that drives me crazy more than like missing out on a 2-for-1 because I've passed and I can't take it.
Yeah, so it is an interesting decision here. Like, going E10 will still get me more leech from Temple Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be giving more to both of you. E5 I'm only getting from Temple, so I think it's still best to just upgrade.
Are you going to Sanctuary round 2?
Me? Alchemist?
Yes.
I mean, it's possible. It seems like this. The standard thing I would do here as Alchemist would be to try and build both Sanctuary and Stronghold round 3 is what I usually would do.
So I think I have to burn my power for the
dig.
Single spade, yeah. And maybe I should wait for George coming from C1. But I don't think I have the tempo for that.
It's really funny. I somehow in my head had Rafa, you playing Chaos and Ryan playing Nomads, but that is obviously switched. I was very confused when you were talking about just now taking single spade. I was like, well, Nomads are taking single spade. You're not getting single spade. You're obviously Nomads, so that makes a lot more sense.
Another thing I can do right now is think about the Stronghold round 2. Maybe I'm not going to make the tempo right now. But maybe it means that I want to take E6 that I really wanted to.
Sorry about
yeah,
that.
I was wondering if you would take E6 here. I guess, like we said, G2 gets you an extra dwelling on I7 this round, which is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
It does risk E6 a little bit.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think I just should go tempo for Fighter 1. And maybe I can make now the the stronghold round 2 on G2 if I can take E6.
Yep. Just decided to advance my ships here instead of giving the power to witches and chaos earlier here. I guess this way I'm giving chaos 1 extra power. So now he has his sanctuary, but that's fine.
Another thing I have to think about is these coins. I don't want to give it to Aaron.
Right. Don't want to give me
coins?
a coins action
No, the
by upgrading into a
coins
temple?
pro.
The 5 coins.
Oh, I see.
Maybe I should pass not right now for the coins because I really need to get a lot of coins on this game. I will try to make another temple.
What would be your other option? Just templing right now for Fire 1 or something?
Yeah, it's this. It's just because if I go temple for Fire 1 right now, you can take the 5 coins. But if I don't take the priest right now, I can go Air 2. Maybe the second round. I don't know. I don't. I think I'm gonna pass for him.
Pass for the coins. Yeah, that makes sense. So I have to pass now as well. I'd need 9 coins to get out my stronghold next round. Should like to. I'm also gonna send.
You had 6.
Yeah, I have 6, and I need 3, and I have 7, some power.
And you have 1 on the worker.
1 on the worker? Yeah. I'm thinking just a worker and a coin.
Whatever you'll be able to get the 7 coin action next round if you want it.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I might do is pass for the 3 power and a coin. Well, no, you're going to give me some power anyhow. I'm assuming that alchemists are opening with a temple, so I won't take the power. I think I'll take the worker and the coin, assume you give me the power, and then open with a 7 coin action, and then I probably miss out on the first priest of fire, which is a little sad. Oh, okay, well then maybe I just get a priest of air or something. Seems okay.
Boy, am I glad you did not take temp ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chaos really wants temp ship.
Boy, am I glad you did not take that.
Yeah, which I don't think it's great for witches here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It would let you get the dwelling on G3, but
if I'm opening stronghold,
no,
it's not. If I'm building a stronghold next round, it doesn't come with as much utility. I was thinking about that, like I could get a dwelling out on G3, but what else am I doing next round if not getting rid of stronghold?
No, but here it's like you could take C5, right? With the single dig action 1, and you could build like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dwellings with all your 5 workers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could have just.
Do you feel like you need to make the stronghold this game?
You could always make it round 3.
Yeah, but maybe this for witches on a game where there isn't any engineers or mermaids, the free hacks they have is I don't see any reason for stronghold here.
For the stronghold?
Am I crazy? Maybe Sanctuary for Earth 1. I think is a good thing, but don't know.
What does chat think? I honestly, yeah, totally missed the temp ship line where I just take temp ship and just spam out more dwellings.
Yeah, I think temp ship getting more dwellings would be good. Into stronghold round 3, or you might need even at that point you might not even need the stronghold. You just go sanctuary in round 3.
Yeah, I guess that's the thing.
So at this point, I'm looking at potentially taking the workers and building another dwelling.
Totally. Why? Like,
the tricky part is that I want. Tricky part is that I want to get at least a single spade next round.
Yes. Right.
So nomads aren't taking it. The witches look like they're taking coins, which means I should get a spade, assuming I get enough power. Which I probably will if I take the ship VP pass tile. So yeah, let's do this. Build another dwelling.
This looks pretty dreamy for you, George. Like, I think that this is sort of the ideal alchemist opening where you're temple 4 dwelling and you got the worker action, so you end up passing with a spare worker. It's pretty crazy.
Normally I would have Earth 1 and I would have 6 more points. Should be a bit dreamier, but we're trying to do we're trying to repeat Buck's brilliance, which has a low chance of happening, but we'll give it a go.
So what are you doing with 2 priests next round, George?
Well, one is to advance ship. Like the goal is, the goal is that Ryan doesn't double spade D8 on me.
I was thinking about it. Honestly, I thought about it, but
yeah,
because you're having you have quite a strong opening here.
Yeah, so the hope would be he doesn't do that, so I can get on D8. I advance my ship to 3, get on B5.
Yeah.
And the other priest could potentially go to fire or air or earth. Somewhere on the cults.
Somewhere on the cults. What are you thinking, Rafi? What's going through your mind?
Right now, I'm debating about 2 things. If I make a stronghold and take G5 or E5, E4, maybe G2, or if I just make a temple for Earth 1. And at least I need to take E6, but I need to expand 3 workers that I just don't want to.
Right. I was curious if you were opening stronghold because I keep saying opening round 2 stronghold, like building one this round, because I have the power for double dig, and as much as I'd like to take coins here, the moment you guys were talking about the temp ship line and just getting out more dwellings, I just have the option of digging 2 hexes and building out 3 dwellings. And so I'm thinking in my mind right now, if Rafi goes stronghold, my power looks a lot like a 2 spades more than it does 7 coins.
Yeah, that's the reason why I'm thinking about just losing a time using my good for fire.
Right, you're just stalling. All right, you guys can tell me if you hate this later. I'm actually going the spade line.
I don't think
All right.
you have any rush for coins right now.
It's just not that often you get to dig up that whole center peninsula. I mean, I don't play witches a ton on base map, I guess, but like, I don't know.
I go here, right? Then it's George's turn. And I could still take the dig.
So you're trying to debate, Ryan, if you can get a priest to a cult and then get single spade?
Yeah, exactly. And I think just putting a priest to yeah, I think this is pretty good.
Fire is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And Ryan, is I assume you're thinking like single spade and then 3 power to worker and getting out 3 dwellings? Is that sort of the idea? C5, D6, A12?
The idea is C5, right? I'll have enough workers for the round after, and next round I'd want to possibly upgrade my shipping a couple times.
Right.
So I'm thinking about getting the coins action and the dig action. That's what I'm hoping for.
Oh, interesting. Very cool.
So I can increase my shipping and then
right.
hopefully win the race to B4 next round.
Right.
And then I'll be able to build I'll have 7 worker income next round so far.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So with 7 workers, I'll be able to build out B4, which is, let's say, 4, A6, D4. That's the dream.
Stronghold round 3 or we riot. We want that chaos stronghold.
It's a 2 worker income, and it's if I land on the big building past, hey, who knows?
Yeah, so then I'm going to go air, because this way with my water 2 steps, I can get 1 worker from Fire Cult this round, and then 2 from air next round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nice. So your water 2 is a worker every round. For the next 2 rounds.
Yeah, it gave me a priest, and then a worker,
and then a
worker. And
then
potentially
a coin or 2, yeah. Or a coin, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a world where if I got the single spade D8, I was contemplating just building my sanctuary for Earth 1 and 2 dwellings.
Right.
Which seems a bit crazy, but could have worked. But now I may be forced to hard dig D8 and put out a couple dwellings.
I think I just sent my priest to Earth here. I would have taken the air or Earth cult, or sorry, the air or fire cult, just because the rewards come in sooner. But I don't know. Stacked rewards on Earth is not terrible either.
Yeah. You didn't really need the single spade, right, Ryan? Like you could have just left that.
Could have left it.
Better luck next time.
Like the dream for me is now to take E4 and hoping alchemists don't take E6 because of that. And maybe I can make 3 towns, maybe 4 on the round, city round.
Rafi, why would you take E4 first? Why don't you just take E6? E6 seems more important. Also, it gives me leech. I'm just joking. No, but and it's my
just
stream. You're supposed to give me all the leech. Why is E4 more important to you than E6 at this juncture?
I don't think I have any rush for E6, and maybe can the next round hard dig there, or maybe I need to make pressure on alchemists this round, because if I don't take E4 or G2, it's not going to be good for me.
I always think
Well,
it's not. I think E6 doesn't have that much pressure on it from Alchemist because if they don't get E4, then what's the sort of the point of getting E6? They're better off trying to dig through D2, E2, E1, or get
yeah,
B2, A7. B4 is really important. I think that's really important for them and both me for connection wise and me for expansion wise. So I think that's going to be a hex to.
that's the reason why
Yeah.
I'm not going to take it with my ability. But right now I'm going to make a trading post here. Maybe hoping for some leech. That didn't happen. Right.
I think what
Yeah,
I'm
you haven't gotten
sorry.
hardly any so far.
I think
I
what I'm
just
doing
got
here is, I mean, the most obvious
two.
thing is to build 2 dwellings, but I'm actually just, because I have the TP bonus, I'm wondering if just building a trading post and a dwelling makes sense, the most sense. And if I'm building a trading post, I feel like I probably do it on E7, because E6 might get dug. And then I'm going to leave either C3 or G6 open this turn. I think that's fine.
There, Rafa got some leech.
And I guess this is the location of my stronghold next round. I don't know yet if I'm going to stronghold or sanctuary next round.
Just go ahead and build that dwelling there.
Yeah, so it's a bit tricky for me. Like I feel like I need to take D8. Because if I lose D8, I mean, I just strand my stuff over here, my temple, which isn't ideal. Although it's looking a bit tricky. There's a bit of a race for B4 or C4, either one. I need one of them.
Right.
Um,
To connect, yeah.
Shouldn't you
yeah.
pass? Shouldn't you pass for the double dig?
Yeah,
Next
so
stop.
there's the option to just pass now, actually, onto the big building tile
Yeah.
and doubled spade, and then try and build sanctuary, stronghold, all next round.
George, I was guessing that you were going to, this round, do one of 2 things. Upgrade ship, hard dig D8, and build on B5. Hard dig obviously being quite painful, but in round 2, it's time to recoup and it gets you 2 dwellings, and you upgrade ship with pass tile. Or you may or may not still upgrade dig, so you can recoup some of the points, but you just go stronghold this round. I was expecting one of those 2 lines from you. I realize upgrading stronghold means building a trading post, and often you might want to build like the sanctuary for water 1 before you TP for the stronghold, but yeah, I was thinking you might do one of those.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky because because I went water 2. That means I have
Right.
the debate with my sanctuary if I just take earth 1 or water 1.
Ah,
Um,
right.
and I think there's the potential that I just would go water 1 and hope that earth 1 is just sitting there later again.
Mm-hmm.
So if I pass for the big building now, that gives me 12, 14 workers. I don't quite have enough for double spade though.
Are you getting enough? No. Well, I don't know. Oh, aren't you getting, you're probably getting a power this turn. I mean, Rafi might not, because if he doesn't want you to have double dig, but he might, if he sandstorms E4 or E6, you're getting that last power.
Yeah, I need 2 power for double spade.
Oh, of course you need 2 power. Right, yeah.
So yeah, I think, well, I like the stronghold, but I think the safest line and what I was thinking of doing is doing the hard dig, ship, and dwellings.
I think this is what I would do. I don't know if it's, which might not be a good sign. But.
I think I'm going to take this. Ryan,
Yeah.
are you going? Is that a word where you just double dig C4 and hard dig B4? Or I am crazy?
Double dig. You're actually
Yeah.
that's actually a good option. That might actually allow me to gain tempo on George.
Yeah.
And possibly form another town. Give me a few neighbors.
Thinking of just passing now. Feels quite painful not to build out. But at this point, I'm leaving 2 green X's on the board, but all I can really do is build out 1 more dwelling. So, which is 1 worker more. So I can build out a dwelling and then pass after Raph passes next turn for 4 coins. So I can basically have a worker and 4 coins in a cult step, or 2 workers and a coin and 4 points. So it's 5 resources versus 3. So the big building bonus is 2 workers less for 4 or is 2 resources left for 4 points. Feels plenty awkward. Probably I shouldn't have built the TP, and I just should have built out all those dwellings and got, because now, I don't know. Whatever.
I kind of really like.
I think the pass is fine.
The
I kind of
TP.
really like Rafa's idea of
Next
building-
round, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there is, like, if you just double spade C4, I can always, like, I'll likely be able to get single spade and hard dig D4. I mean, nomads could take single spade, but I don't think they would. I'm pretty sure they take coins
Right.
in that situation.
No, what's worth
what I'm kind of saying is I'm going to prioritize B4. And I think
I know,
to
but
it this way.
Does it hurt you more than it? Well, I still do like it, because even if I lose B4, it still unlocks like me upgrading shipping and maybe getting to A6, D4. So yeah, that's. Sure. Or I could just take the gold right away and. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
So you have another ship advance, George, followed by a dwelling this round?
Yep. Yep, just convert lots of VP to coin. Or just priming the engine? Is that an apt analogy here?
I'm not sure I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just make sure
we're hoping that all these lack of points that I'm getting now is going to turn into points later, which I think has the potential to do so.
Well,
I would have loved worker power. But next best thing looks like just coins, because those are VP for me. The trading house tile is just one worker. That doesn't seem great. I'm gonna have 9 workers, so yeah, I think we just pass for the coins.
Mm-hmm. So I think what I do here is, while Ryan can't take all the leech too, is I think here I'm actually just sanctuarying for Earth 1. And then building out these dwellings this turn.
A good option. Because you didn't even build all your dwellings.
Yeah, because of my last round too, it's just like a little bit better, right? I went TP dwelling as opposed to like just 3 dwellings.
Yeah. And I think the stronghold doesn't have a ton of utility for you anymore.
Doesn't, no. Especially not with...
You're kind of able to reach all your hexes that you look like you'll need.
Well, it's one of those funny games. I mean, the stronghold isn't as amazing on base map as it is on other maps, and also like temp ship is in and ship VP, and right, like there's for all those reasons it just like loses a bit of utility.
Yeah, the only thing it could be good for here would be like hopping over to like D1 or F2 and trying to set up a 3rd town over there.
Yeah, for sure.
But I like what you're doing.
Ryan got his coins. It's nice.
Okay, so you guys all take Earth 1. Well, that makes my decision much easier. So I do like that.
Are you spading first?
Yes, I think I'm taking the double spade. On B4.
On B4.
You can also make the single dig on the double dig first on D2 and the second on B4 to make sure no one can take it.
Yeah, I have a bit of so what I'd really love to do this round is do the classic sanctuary stronghold line. But that requires 10 workers just for that. And I only have 9. I have 10 with my priest. So I could just double spade and not build, and then do all of that stuff, and then hope that the workers will be sitting there, which I'm thinking they will be.
I think so.
Which kind of looks like my plan.
Wait, how are you? You're gonna spade and then take the workers? How?
Take the workers after I build my strongholds and get the 12 power.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, so I don't think so. The only tricky, I don't think. Well, if I build my sanctuary, chaos might get the double dig. So, anyways, I'm taking too long here. I'm just gonna do what I said I was gonna do. I'll do this.
Take Rafi's hexes and not mine. Seems good. That's what I want.
Yeah, I like B4 more than C4 there.
I just send a priest to water here because it's a 3 spot.
And I think you should
Or just send it to
your
Earth.
piece for Earth, because you really need coins, even with Fire 1.
Fair enough. I think that's something that I do a little bit too often. I'll just like take the 3 spot because it just seems better. Like it seems like, well, it's at least 2 to 4 points or something. I don't know. As opposed to, but I see a lot of high level Terra Mystica players just jamming priests into 2 spots on cults that they're not even going to win, just to get 2 coins, and then begrudgingly take like a 3 spot in round 3 or something. You know, that's like left open. So I'm trying to evaluate that more in my gameplay.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think I need to rush anything here, so I'll just take my water 2-step on air.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm just building a dwelling here. It's unclear whether I'm building 2. I'd probably just build 1 and then probably, depending on a leech, get ready to pass for a coins action. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have tons of workers going into next round. Can probably do a hard dig or something.
Just increase.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you're just increasing ship a bunch here, Ryan.
Yeah, no. Here I'm thinking about increasing ship.
You guys keep talking. I'll be right back.
Increasing digs.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you could increase your digs. That's cool.
So I don't see like a bunch of expansion opportunities, and then like I still want to try to maybe get 2 towns. So I see like Bridgetown across to D6 and maybe take C4, and then another town maybe I'll be able to get the blue, the green, and since you probably don't want that anymore.
Yeah, like ideally I get
I think
either the brown A7 or if I don't get that, if I hope to get the green A10.
yeah, but like A10 like
But
for you right
A7
now
is better for me.
yeah, it's one less worker, which I think you already spent a few workers and a little bit on your econ to hard dig D8.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've spent a lot of workers this game.
So the only thing moving forward is going to be coins for me. We'll see how that goes, and then I think soon we'll probably start to see a rush for probably for water one soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I just had a crazy realization. I forgot that I had this cult step. So
Yeah, the
instead
second
of
cult
just I have a second cult step. So instead of just using my priest as a worker, I can actually send it to water and use the cult bump on air to get 6 power and take the 2 workers right away. Which I kind of like more because I do lose out a little bit of power with my stronghold, but this feels better to me. I'm gonna do it.
So I can work at a coin to get another dwelling out, although it doesn't make a ton of sense for me to do that. It's not really that helpful economically. I think here I'm just passing. I'm passing for some power. I get a bit more leech. I can take a 7 coin action without burning below 6. I probably just take the 7 coin action, even if it does mean burning below 6. I think next round I'm going to do a hard dig, and then I get 2 Earth Cult Spades, and it's a low coin game, so I figure, yeah, all those considerations together, like I think I take a 7 coin action next turn either way. The question for me is like, temp ship actually seems kind of handy next turn. I could get some coins, probably just build out some dwellings. But the other thing is that like taking the ship VP is still a 7 coin action, and it's a 9-point block. Those are the things I'm thinking about. So I'm just trying to think of like, you know, because like, what am I doing next? Like, where am I getting some dwellings out next turn? You know, I could take G3 next turn. I could take C4 next turn. I'll, you know, probably get some leech up there. That feels pretty good. So I probably next turn, yeah, because the other thing that I'm thinking about is like in round 5, I'm going to want to town up, which means I'll probably need some trading posts, which means I'll probably want water 1. So am I templing next round for water 1? Am I building 3 dwellings? I'll have 5, 6, 13 coins. Temple is 5, and maybe that's what I'm doing is I'm templing for water 1, taking a coins action, and getting 3 dwellings. With temp ship? Okay. So that's a lot of talking out loud, and I'm going to pass here for temp ship. Sorry if that was a little incoherent. That's me muttering what's going on in my mind usually as my clock's screaming at me.
Oh, good.
And now Chaos are upgrading digs, which means
nothing. You missed my strategy point. I was upgrading digs and hopefully getting 2 towns somehow, some miracle way.
I can accept 7 total power. I'm getting 4 as income. Right? 5, 6, 7. Oh, I have 4 as income. So this is a 3 for 3.
It is.
I.e. extremely bloody annoying.
George, you're going for water 1 here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rafa can always take the gold over you, Aaron.
Oh, damn it. Of course. I'm not passing for a coins action. Rafa just sat there silent the whole time, being like...
Oh, sorry.
You moron,
maybe
thinking you're getting
he
coins.
doesn't. Maybe he doesn't want the coins. I don't know.
I think Rafa wants
I'm
the
going
coins.
to take the coin. Sorry.
Okay, sorry,
Yeah,
Aaron. You're not taking the coins.
Oh.
I didn't mean to make you
Joke's
sad
on me.
make a silent move, but I just wasn't paying the right attention, right? Sorry.
Super
Sorry.
fine. I'm going to take this leech as long as I'm not getting any other cheaper leech this round, which I don't know what Ryan's up to here. He's got shipping, he's got digs. He's not digging this round, though. What the heck is he doing? He's building a dwelling this round. He's upgrading his digs more. I don't know. I'm just going to take...
This round I'm going to upgrade digs again and build out 2 dwellings.
I almost needed to do that more once I realized that Rafa's got coins. Those are just expensive coins, but I need it. I don't know. So now I'm thinking, okay, water 1 seems super expensive. I don't really know that I want another temple. Like paying 5 coins to convert 2 coin income into a priest seems expensive. I don't know. But then if I, like, how do I town up in round 5? If I fire 2 with a temple, it's still a temple? Like, I don't know. It's these tricky games because both I mean, until round 4 comes along and then there'll be some earth coins injected into the game for, well, a couple of us anyhow. But it's like low coin setup on the pass tiles, but also it's like late TPs. So it's just tricky. It just adds another layer of difficulty. I'm not entirely sure what my best sequence here is.
So I have some funny things here where I was just looking at this,
Mm-hmm.
and because I only have one priest coming in, I need 2 to advance my digs next round. So I could grab 1, a bonus tile, but that seems a bit sad when there's either the big building or the ship VP sitting there.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
So what I could do is I can burn 3 and just turn 3 power into 1 worker, which keeps me at 5 power tokens, so that I can 5 power priest if I don't get the 3 power priest.
Whoa. Aren't you cult stepping on air and taking action 3? You burn an extra power token, but it's just more workers.
Yeah, this way I can still get the 2 workers afterwards. So it's actually an extra worker and keeps me at 5 power.
Oh, of course, because you're...
Which could let me 5 power priest if I need to. So we're gonna do that.
I see.
It's just this crazy plan I thought up, so I don't know if it's actually good or not, but we'll find out.
I'm just gonna build my dwelling out.
Makes sense. And just George, you're... Oh, I see. Are you still taking workers? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass. Now it becomes, what pass tile do I want?
And they're both pretty good for both of you.
Yeah. So shipping's probably going to be worth 3 points.
Big building's worth 4 plus 2 workers.
Plus 2 workers and a dig round?
Another 4?
Yeah, that's 8 points. I think you take the workers.
I like the workers.
It's got to be the workers.
But my gold situation is pretty... It's pretty weak right now.
Yeah, the power gets you a bit more coin.
It gets me more coins and...
I mean, it's 2.5 resources. Versus 2 resources. I guess. If you would have to work...
Yeah, but...
If you have to work at a coin by taking the big building, then I guess the ship VP is half a coin better.
I think that the ship...
I don't...
Yeah, what
I
were we
don't
going to say,
think you need to be a little scary about your coins, because the next round you are going to win a lot of coins.
Yeah, the next round, but this round here, there's a few things that I'd like to do.
And he wants to build a few dwellings.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Can you do more than
to set up the temple?
3? Can you do more than 3 dwellings?
I think
round?
this is probably best.
I think you greed that and just try to get some leech. I don't know. I'm really interested to see where you're putting your digs, Ryan, because you don't have a lot of shipping and you don't have a ton of coins.
Yeah, it looks like he's just building across the A row here on the top. This is his plan.
I see, and then bridging to D6. Okay, yeah. Right. And no one's going to stop him from doing that. Yeah. I was having slight dreams that he was going to dig a nice town on F5, G5, which would make really no sense, but would give me a ton of leech.
Third town.
So, I'm converting a power down with all these digging factions. Need to start securing these hexes. I think I just take C4 here. I think there might be value, Ryan, in you actually digging that if I let you, because it makes your town quite a bit easier.
I'm digging it no matter what. Because...
What? No.
Gets him closer to A6.
Exactly. it may allow me to expand later on in the later rounds to maybe finish.
So you would have dug c4 if I didn't, like right now, probably if I left it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Build here.
And I think Rafa probably won't sandstorm g3. I think you'd rather use a sandstorm for other things, and also might want a neighbor.
Yeah, I need to. I'm thinking about to transform D2 right now. Is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
important.
You've been talking about D2 all game. You
All
better
game.
sandstorm that D2.
Let's see it right now.
No. You can get it next round.
I don't think I'm. First, I'm going to take D6. I think it's safer.
Safer?
Yes.
Because George is upgrading digs.
Yeah, I'd say D2 is gone this round.
I'd love D2, but I think it'd be kind of madness to 3-worker dig it right now. Maybe not, though. Seems like madness.
The only thing I'm considering right now is there pressure on another priest to earth? What am I doing this round? Oh, I guess it's...
Yeah, I just didn't do that because I need to make pressure on Alchemist this round.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'd be pretty tick off if I didn't just get this. Now I don't care what happens. I get my 2 spades, I get my 8 coins. Ryan will still win Earth at the end of the game, so whatever. Maybe there's a world I lock up Earth. I don't know.
Yeah, so it looks like no one's taking the workers this round.
I think in a low coin
assumption.
game, people are super not interested in workers. It's my guess.
Yeah, so in my crazy plan, I think it almost makes sense for me to hard dig D2 right now. To save on a bridge.
Why not just
I don't know.
upgrade digs and dig it like... Oh, that was a hard dig, of course. Of course, that was a hard dig.
Yeah, it'll go right now if I don't take it.
Oh, then it's probably worth it. It's 2 digs. It's 2 workers worse for...
Yeah, it's 2 workers worse, but it saves me a bridge later, which is a worker.
Then again, you could probably...
And also keeps my crazy Ford Town dreams alive.
Fort Towns? I only see...
I super only see 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to do it.
Yeah, it's pretty gross, but...
Might be crazy, but I'm feeling kind of crazy right now.
It is a little painful in a dig round, but...
I don't think it hurts Rafa that much, though.
I don't think Rafa really cares that much at all. I mean, it makes B1 harder to get later,
it just hurts me more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hurts you more. It forces you, like, D2 was good for him, because then he could just have 1 ship and then
I guess
go across to B1 on the other side, which is always good for him, and but it doesn't hurt him that much.
I just temple here for water 1.
Nice.
It feels pretty good.
I'm gonna build the bridge right away. So the next round is town round, so...
Alright, now we will advance our spades.
Storm.
I don't think you should have BOG G3 so fast.
Why is that? Just make your
Because now I can have the double dick that I wanted.
Oh,
Yep.
Yep, fair enough.
going for like
It's a friendly game.
3 towns in the town round.
Yeah. And maybe I can look forward to another 30 town. That is a dream.
You wouldn't want to dig D4?
Yes, I want, but it's a little risky for alchemists
Okay, I
to make
understand.
it.
Yeah,
I think at this point though, alchemists are just focused on
Yeah,
yeah, I have my
I don't-
own. I have
I
my
don't
own stuff
think
to
it-
do.
yeah, I don't think alchemists should disrupt it, but why should I give Aaron a free leech right now?
We'll take this.
Okay. Do I want? I guess I want the workers.
So I did want to do one hard dig this turn. It's also
H8?
H8. It just also allows me to build less trading posts next turn.
That I agree. You want to keep as many as possible. But...
Yeah, I think this is good.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem for some of us.
So now I'm just passing here. What do I take?
You didn't want to like wait a little bit, there, Ryan?
Nah,
Do
A
you think
worker
you
you
need?
can dig with.
I have a worker I can dig with.
Do you think it was
Um,
worth to take the workers right now, George? Because
Maybe not. Like I could have dug first.
yes, because
So-
I think you could just take the big building if you
I think
just build.
the cult might be decent.
Yeah, if I had been looking at chaos and anticipating them passing, that probably would have been better off.
What I see here is that next round, I'll be able to fill temple right away.
Yeah,
Good
so
water
now
one.
I'm kind of in a pickle where I kind of do need to just pass, I think. I guess I just lost out. I would have had one more dig, so I lost out on 2 points by taking the workers when I did. If I stay in the round, I could
Wait, you're
dig
passing?
and build, dig. Well, if I don't, nomads pass, and then you pass, and then I don't get a point tile.
You still have that water one bump.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe-
It doesn't do much for me right now.
Maybe Aaron just don't want to take the TP tile because the last round.
I
don't
think
know.
he'd take it. He needs to build a couple.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was. I mean, I understand now that your sort of argument for passing, but yeah, I was totally under the impression that I was getting one of those 2 pass tiles here. Yeah, and if I had to, I want it.
Yeah.
I'm happy to build trading posts. Like I'll build more probably if I have the TP pass tile. So yeah, I'm super happy with that.
So yes, that was a mistake to take the workers when I did. I should have dug first. All that to say.
It's too bad for me. Though.
The shipping. Do you ever get 2 shipping next round? Or?
Nah, I don't think I'm going to take the.
Not with a ship down or something.
I think I'm going to take coins and maybe looking for the. Yeah, maybe it's. I think I'm going to take the
Booker power?
coins because Ryan is going to take the instant shipping, instant temple. So yeah.
How are you getting a coins
It's
action?
fine. Oh, I can't. Yeah, maybe. I think alchemists just want to take E2, but there is no pressure for that.
Yeah, E2 saves me a dig. And also, if you just like hard dug E2, then you could like sandstorm me elsewhere, which would be really sad. I think it's likely that I'm building E2 first.
I'll do this. And I'll just go here. Temple.
Is this fire 2?
Fire 2, water 1.
And 2 keys?
And I think 2 keys. That's what.
Because
That's
I
my
was
plan.
almost
It was 2
wondering if
keys.
you didn't take it or if you did something else, like if I
Yeah.
should take it. Because it's probably one of those things that me having taken 2 keys this round is probably the only way I beat you on Earth. Well, no, I guess I can take a cult town.
Yeah, you could take one
Yeah,
cult step
I should
and
probably do that. Also, where are my cult spades going?
there Rafa gets the gold.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So what am I doing this round? I'm building 3 TPs. Okay. Upgrading ships so I have somewhere to cult spade. I think I want to call.
Right?
I think I want to call town.
Right? That. Oh wait, Aaron, why'd you do that? Don't do that.
Why not?
Why not?
Build your dwelling. You get the town. You
I don't
build
have. I don't have any
trading
dwellings.
post. Build a trading post on the other side, and then build a dwelling there later. No. You don't want to build 3 trading posts. Anyways, that's your.
He's on the TP
Yeah.
tile, so it's
Yeah, he's on. It's okay.
it's fine.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
see he was on
super
the
not
TP
paranoid
zone.
about an additional point in a low coin game. I thought I did something really wrong there.
No, I was just.
3 for
What are you doing? No, I
2.
hear you. You thought I had extra dwellings. I would just build a dwelling in
Yeah.
I11 town up that way and TP next round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Normally, I would always take 3 for 2s, even here. But as alchemist, it's just not quite as good. I don't know.
It's a lot of points to pay for workers without Earth 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you need to take it.
No, I
You're
don't
going
think so either.
You're
I'll
going
do a
to.
few digs, which will get me some power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some free leech, that's nice.
I'm a nice guy.
This also fire too?
Yeah.
There we go. Do you take one cult bump step?
I don't think I'm going to
I don't
win
think
anything.
it's great for him. I think either just the 11
coins.
or coins works too. Yeah, you need to get your town still.
Nice
There
to
you go.
meet you.
Some leech.
Guys, I said I didn't want big leech. Quit giving me big leech here. So I think I kind of need to take fire too, which is always a bit sad. But in order to get 3 towns here, looks like I need it.
Free power.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see. I have 2. I think that's fine.
So my instinct is to decline this leech, but given that it's an open game, I'm curious, based on my position, what each of the 3 of you guys would do here. I think they're just coins this turn.
I just
It's
always
a
take
4 for 3.
Yes, and I'm just about to get an 8-step town and fill up all my power and down convert a little bit. So
Yeah, doesn't seem
feels like
great.
a decline to me. Yeah. I think here I'd rather give Rafa 2 for 1, just make him pay for it as opposed to a free power. And then I'm getting 1, 2. There's another 8-pointer. I think that feels good.
You're getting 5.
Yeah, so I'll just do this. It feels pretty good.
Pretty good indeed.
I will not convert. Yep.
I think I'm taking workers.
So who's in the best to worst position here?
I think Ryan and George are really, really good. But Ryan is going to make a lot of points the last round.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
I don't think it's going to be 2. 6, 12, 24 at least.
Who's making 24 points? Oh, I see. All your trading posts. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yeah.
So we're at a funny spot. I basically have what I need worker-wise to get my 3 towns this round. I'm going to be paying a lot of coin to VP, which is normal alchemist things. I think it's reasonable that if I wanted to, I could build a 4th town this game, but I don't think it's worth it. So that makes worker towns less necessary, which means I probably just take the 11-pointer or the priest. Priest can be good for fighting occults here, so I will take a priest.
Sorry, folks. A little distracted. Work thing.
Places. I think I'm just going to advance ship ounce.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of wait.
All right. So,
Yeah, so sorry, coming back to why the fourth town doesn't really seem worth it for me is, again, I'll probably, I don't know, it might be. I'll be building the buildings anyways, likely, just for the network fight. Maybe it makes more sense to try and push the fourth town.
Where's the fourth town? Is it like B2?
Yeah, it'd be like A3 for B2, B3. The main issue there is that's extra VP for the trading houses.
I think the best for town could be with a bridge on C2. But there is another town you could make with.
It could be F5, G5.
Yes,
Scratch
I
that.
was looking for that. I was also looking for it.
Yeah. Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks what? Oh, taking that there? That's my third town spot. I'm not letting that go.
Well, it's going to be sad when nomads take G4 on you then.
That's okay. I'll be digging. 2 digs coming in. I'm fine.
I have to build a trading house.
trading house or trading post?
A trading house. That is what they are called in this game.
How do you do polls in on Twitch? Yeah, there's a way I can do polls. I'm curious what people think, if people prefer trading post or trading house.
Well, you can pull all you want, but look in the rule book.
I know trading house. They're
look at what
TPs.
look at the scroll over here at what I just built. Shortwell upgrades a dwelling to a trading house for 2 workers and 3 coins.
Not a fan.
It's just a fact.
You did your TH there?
Oh, this is a
my
no
TH.
stream, folks. I'm sorry. I can allow water to alchemists. That's about as generous as I can get.
I'm going to be building lots more THs this game.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, heroic. Yeah, the rulebook totally does. I think I remember Lumen on a stream once actually like grabbed his rulebook once. I think and just like referred to it. Funny, but I don't know why. It's one of those things. Hardly anyone calls them trading houses, even though that's what the rulebook says in English. So I have 2 called spades coming in. I need to upgrade ship at some point this game to. Like, I need 2 ship this game in order to connect.
Oh, perfect. That means you can come to C2.
Yeah, 100%. That's where one called
friend.
spade is going. And I6 is still available, and maybe Rafi sandstorms it, but it doesn't give him anything. I don't know. So 2 ship obviously gives me some expansion. I guess what I'm considering here is down converting power and possibly worker to ship to upgrade ship a second time. So my cult spades can be something like H6 C2. And then just try to get out.
H6 seems risky with chaos likely being on G4 already.
It's pretty risky.
But sure.
I mean, I'm probably getting out, 4 dwellings next turn. I'm building a trading post and 4 dwellings. I doubt I'm getting another temple TP. Like, that's not happening. I think I'm just getting down to 14 network. So I need 4 hexes. I think you'll let me on C2 because you want me there, which means I get A3. Oh, and then I get D1 actually.
That'd be the greatest. Yeah, just come to C2. It's a great place to be.
So it's one of these things where I'm just trying to use my cult spade, even though there isn't really a great use for it.
Where do you think you're going to use it?
I think I'm probably going to use it on C2. And then I'm just going to build 4 more structures, C2, A3, D1, I11. I mean,
C2, I11, I6.
I have tons of places to go.
I don't think you should upgrade ship right now.
No.
Because you're going to lose a lot of resource from...
I am going to lose a lot of resources. So, yeah, so the more I think about this, I don't need 2 ship to utilize both those cult spades. I'm only getting 4 more structures, and I have lots of places to build them, probably. So I'm okay just, like, being inefficient with one of those cult spades. And if I save my power, it looks like I'm not getting a pass tile, in which case I'd rather just save my power so that if I have to pass first, at least my compensation is a 7 coin action. So, having said all that, I think what I'm actually doing now is sending a priest to air.
Yeah.
And then probably building a dwelling or something. And then if I have to pass, then passing for whatever, priest and 2 coins or worker power 2 coins and a 7 coin action, something like that. Okay. Sorry, that one was a little slow, but these are some of the sort of important late game decisions.
Here, I think I'm just taking G4.
Do it.
I'm just gonna single spade it, not build on it, so I can stall out. And maybe it'll deter Rafa from... Yeah, he only has 3. He's probably gonna maybe put a priest to fire, get 2 power, then can build another trading post and get another dwelling out, which is a town. So this I just think deters him.
I missed it. Did Ryan, did you take the workers this round?
Yeah, I took the workers.
Okay, gotcha. I just always say just be sitting there for me later. But that makes sense.
I wanted to take them before you took them, so...
Yeah, exactly. So that means I do kind of need a worker town.
If I still want my dream of 3 towns... yeah.
Yeah. So that means nomads have 1 ship. We'll just dig this once and not build because we're playing the waiting game.
Rafi, are you trying to squeeze out another town this turn?
Not now. I was going to make another on F5, G4, G5. And I don't think I can win the race against George for B2, A5.
Oh,
either,
are you building a town this round?
Like...
Another... I'm just going to make a dwelling and wait for for Aaron, because maybe I can take one pro.
I assume, though, that as soon as I pass, Ryan will just take my pass tile.
No, I take anyone. I'll take anyone.
Right? So I assume what's happening here is I'm going to end up on worker power. Ryan will end up on the trading post bonus. And then George can easily outstall Raph. So Raph ends up with 4 coins and George ends up with the ship VP. I think that's the most likely case. And what I don't want to do...
I like the sound of that.
I bet you do. But I can build a dwelling. So why not build a dwelling? And if this is still good. Yeah, I'll build a dwelling.
You needed 1 more power to build your stronghold, which would allow you to build another dwelling.
Me?
Yeah, you were 1 power short of building your stronghold.
Why would I want a stronghold? It's like... Oh, this is just troll Weber time.
Madness. That's why.
Maybe I think you should have gone for Air 1.
Air 1 while I'm
So
on a trading post, but yeah.
Do I
Yes.
build?
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought about
gives
it
you
and thought it was bad.
It gives you one extra point, but you lose some coin income.
Yeah, well, that was my thought. It's like I'm spending 5 coins to convert 2 coins into power, which is a coin, into a priest. So I'm spending like 2 workers and 8 coins into a priest. I know it's points.
But I
The
don't-
point of it is, and
Yes.
I'm trying to lock up air maybe in some world, and I don't know. I sort of chickened out this round because it seemed too expensive, except for next round's the trading post round, so I probably just want to build a temple next round. But actually, I'll just build it next round. The economy is, the difference in points isn't that much from building it this round versus next round, so it's not that terrible.
Yeah.
It's 1 more point next round, no?
It's 2 points worse if I build it this. I'm minus 2 points off my trading post bonus, but plus, so it's a point better if I build it this round. So it's a point and a priest over 2 coins and 2 power. Okay, so I think I just lose this game. And so I think I just pass for... Do I want another priest?
That isn't any priest, right? Oh, I mean the scroll.
Yeah, the priest scroll.
Yeah, the pastime.
So both have 2 coins. So do I want 3 power and a worker, or a priest?
Oh, the priest is good, which was the reason why I think you should have gone for Air 1 for being more competitive on codes.
Great. So
because I don't think you're going to win more than 6 points on nature. Can you?
I don't know. No. I assume I'm getting network 14 here. I build 3 more dwellings. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should have more faith in myself. I passed first, and I'm taking a 7 coin action. I do need to advance ship once more. I should just do some math.
Don't need to do math.
Okay, so we're sitting here looking at whether or not I just really want this 11-point town.
I think you need it.
And I think the answer is yes. The only annoying thing would be if nomads then take the worker town, but I think the ship town makes sense.
I think I should pass for TP tile, but I still think Ryan don't see me like a problem for an alchemist. Looks like he's going to take my tile if I didn't make a town.
I think at this point, I'm happy with any town. Any past tile, I could use the 2 workers. I get points for any of them, right? So I just want to make sure I max out my economy and max out the chances of me maybe getting stuff in the tracks. So
But I think you know that I'm not a treat for you anymore, and I think alchemists are the best. George is the one that can pass you on. Or maybe not. I don't think.
Hold on a sec. When Ryan didn't pass for my pass tile, George, why didn't you pass for the trading post bonus? Because now you're getting...
He needs to build a town.
Because, yeah, I hadn't built Yeah, I can build 2 more towns this round.
Oh,
2 more.
Like I just built
Yeah, one more.
one.
Wow.
So now 1 more.
now
But
one more.
Before,
Okay, I was just about to have a heart attack. What am I not seeing?
I
You're
think
not
I'm
seeing
going to.
my 8 more towns I'm getting
Yeah,
here?
this is a 6-town alchemist game.
I think I'm in a pretty strong position. Oh, Rafa goes 11 points. No, shipping,
Mm-hmm.
which makes sense. Now you have. I always love shipping in a shipping round.
Yeah, so now it's getting annoying. Because now nomads will pass.
And then I could
So
take up
nomads,
the.
I guess I still have another turn then. Oh, never mind. No, sorry. So yeah, I have to either pass now or I'm not getting a pass tile, it looks like.
What?
And passing now still gives Chaos a tile, so it doesn't block him. I think I got stuff to do.
You get stuff to do, eh?
I think I want to do stuff.
Stuff's good.
Yep.
Now I have to pass. I think the Ryan would better like the tile than the struggle. The
It is, I think, better for me the shipping tile. I think at this point, like just denying George those points are better. By him doing that, well, then he passed for the shipping tile, and then I'll get on there. Yeah, it's sort of a mind game at this point. I think I'm just better off, like, because I would have liked to put my priest to air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 workers. I have 9, 10. Bunch of workers. Yeah. I think taking this right now, denying you those points. Were you gonna,
Yep.
George, pass if I would have put my priest to air?
I probably, yeah, because my this way allows me to close out both air and water. Which is why I decided to stay in the round. There's that plus a town, plus the few extra coins. It's basically a wash with the pass tile. But, not being able to close out air would have been less good. So yeah, if you sent your priest air, I think I pass. What I'm trying to say incoherently.
Yeah, no, that's what. So the only thing is I'm at 1 shipping at the moment. Will I upgrade shipping?
Are you going to make the town right now?
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Yeah, I'm making a town.
Yeah. Maybe because it's going to lose point, burning some coins. No?
Yeah.
He loses. I think he loses just. It's a 5-point exchange versus 2 points, and he loses 2 points of dwelling, which he loses anyways. Because he doesn't have Earth 1.
Oh.
So if he builds his trading post.
Yeah.
Plus, I think he gets 2 coins next round, which are potentially 2 points.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone can math it out if they really want to.
3
I'm
for
not sure.
2. I'll take it.
But you just converted. Oh, you converted power to workers. I see, to keep your priests. To keep your priest a
Yeah,
priest.
because I want to send this priest.
Are you using this final power as a coin? It must be just a coin at this point, eh?
I think so.
Yeah. Will this be the first power you'll have used to convert to a coin?
Yes.
When to do that as alchemist is always like a tricky thing too sometimes.
Maybe you shouldn't go for the 11 pound. 11 points now.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of knowns, whereas like if this was an async game, and I would just like sit there and do all the math and figure it all out. But 5 looks like worker power is the best tile.
Yep. You can accept all the power. I mean, yeah, the extra worker must be helpful.
So he gets a cult bump, but does he need it?
Yeah.
Might be
sort of like
helpful if I get a priest of fire, but he can just time me anyhow. Like, I don't know. I think the extra worker is probably.
Are you going for a 4th town?
I think that has to be the plan.
Now with if Aaron goes C2, it's actually maybe worth it more. Oh, I forgot to bump in. I was like, I forgot to use my bump on to get.
Oh, the extra spades.
Yeah.
Extra spade.
It was a worker, but I decided to
Oh,
use it to get 2 power instead.
2
which is a
power,
coin.
2 power over a coin over a worker. That's something
Yeah.
to the world.
You do have more workers than coins.
But I need the workers for the digs.
I don't think I can do much here. Maybe I could just try to make a race for the 30 third position against Aaron. I don't know.
Why do you think you're in 4th here, Rafi?
Yeah, because I don't have any ways to score anymore here, and George is like going to easily win connection over me, and
2
he's
calls.
also winning 2 codes. And Ryan is going to make another town. Even if I take H6 right now, it's not going to be worth it. And
No, seems pretty annoying to Ryan.
You could always take
yes, I can be annoying for him.
You can't really take C2 though, Ryan. I was thinking that
B2.
Oh, B2. Yeah. B2 would...
But
isn't... Oh, if he gets on
Like,
A5 as well.
but
Yeah.
But I still think Ryan is going to make at least 6, 12, 18 points more, and I can't compete against him. So I think I'm just going to transform E6. Because I don't have anything to do right now. Maybe I could take R1 right now, but yeah.
I guess I'll secure that up.
Yeah, I could just deny your seat, but it just would make anything for me.
Can you still build? Do you have enough to build temple, trading post, dwelling? You have enough workers right now. You're missing. You're just missing a bunch of gold.
Let's see. Section. No, I can just make temple TP or TP dwelling and temple. I have all the resources to make more. Yeah, I think I'm going to be the last here.
I'm just gonna secure this. I would like to probably get a priest of fire or water or something like that, but I think Ryan might as well just dig I-10 if I didn't secure it. Yeah, you need a 4th hex for your town, so you might as well just dig that. It's just as cheap as H7, so I'm securing it.
But it gives me an extra neighbor.
Oh, H7 gives you... What? Oh, I see.
An extra neighbor.
Yeah, yep, yeah, never mind.
I think I'll just go here. Might as well. I'll convert another gold because I just need a old-fashioned way, just get as much gold as possible. Gold or coins, as they say.
Yeah, coins.
I call it gold.
You always call it gold, Ryan. I've never mentioned. We've never just had a discussion about this, but I do notice that. Take the gold.
With our friends, we play a lot of board
grainy.
games. We play a lot of games, so it's like we just say gold all the time for any game we play. It's gold, man.
Yeah. What about past tiles? Are they past tiles or scrolls? Scrolls weirds me out a little bit. I'm a past tile kind of person. But
I call them past tiles.
Past tiles.
I guess they are scrolls.
I guess so.
George, what does the rule say?
They call them tiles. I don't know if they actually say past tiles or not. They might say, yeah, they might say past tiles, and I think it literally says like depicted as scrolls. It's the wording it uses.
Just very cheap, and that's it.
Aaron, do you need some power?
I do if I want to get to 15 network. So might be 15 network there. I need a ship upgrade. I need a temple. I need 2 trading posts and 3 dwellings. Wait. Ship upgrade, temple, 2 trading posts, 3 dwellings, 31 resources. I have 25. I have 30 resources. And when I build a temple for Air 1 or anything else, I'll get it. How did I miscount that? So I'm just getting to network 15? Sick. I assume that's helpful against someone? Who else is getting to network 15? I mean, Alchemist, you're obviously getting to...
I think I get to 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Are you just building one more temple, George? A temple, 2 trading posts, and 3 dwellings?
That's the plan.
So you're network 16, I'm 15, Rafi's 14. Okay, so I beat Raf on network. That's fun. Is there any pressure on temple stuff? No, because Rafa's not building another temple. So if I want air one, it's there. Alright. I'm just going to mosey on along then and give George the neighbor he needs for his town.
You took your sweet time here. Getting to the point where I was just going to dig it on you.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking about digging a grain in of his greens.
You really don't have to.
Just because.
You super.
Just because I can.
Just because you can. Wow.
Well, if he can keep you at 14 network, it ties him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he also can dig anywhere. I'm not going to be mean here just because even
No,
if
do it if it's cracked.
Could.
Yeah, totally. I think that makes sense. It costs
you
you a resource point. What are you going to do with those 4 workers? And it probably does tie us on network. So you spend a point to win 3. Yeah. That's how that works, right? It would be like literally a swing of 6 against us. Because I would go down by 3 and he'd go up by 3. I think I do. Rafa doesn't want a 4 for 3, does he?
Yeah, like it all depends on the setting you're playing in, right? Like if it's TM Tour, for example, he would for sure do it. He thought it would keep you at 14 network because then he'd tie. So that gives him more points, which gives him closer to first place, which is one of the tiebreakers.
Right.
In just like a friendly game, there's a lot of people who just feel like, well, if I'm not first, it doesn't really matter.
I see. So you don't care too much about the place order. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on what the person's mindset is, and
I guess I do tend to do. I don't worry about. I tend to try to play with the goal of reducing the point margin between me and first place. I don't think about place order that much, but I do just think about the final calcs of how close I can get to first place. I don't know.
So I need 5 workers, 8 gold. I need 13 gold. Gold or coins? Coins. Coins.
Apparently, this is a trading house gold kind of.
I think I have enough what to do. Because if I do this, I have 7 plus 6, that's 13, no? That's what I said I needed?
I wasn't keeping track.
Yeah.
Or is it trading house?
8 plus 5. 8 plus 5, that's 13.
Look at that leech. I super don't want a 4 for 3. Pretty sure.
Take coins. Basically, I just the game, upgrading shipping twice and building a trading house.
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 Those were good Canadians. Mm-hmm.
Aaron, do you need the leech?
Don't think I need any leech. No, I'm good. I mean, I'm a big fan of all this free power I'm getting on C2, but...
Yeah, I kind of looked at it at the beginning. I never really had a good way of securing C2 and getting the bridge.
Right.
Which I feel like I would have needed both in order for either one to be worth it.
Yep.
Because as soon as I build it, someone will just bridge block me.
So George, you're gonna let Aaron take his.
Take my what?
Take his hex.
D1?
A3.
I think if he A3, if he digs on A3, then I can retaliate.
If I take A3, he builds A4, and then I lose my town.
Yeah.
So the bigger question will be whether I let him get D1 or not.
Well, you're still finishing with one structure. He'll finish. Can he finish with two structures?
Me?
Yeah. I'll be ahead of him on network, but if he doesn't get that, then he potentially just ties nomads.
Yeah. I think I certainly do. I think I have just enough resources to build a temple, a trading post, and a dwelling.
They're getting 2 power, let's say, from Air 1. So that's 5
to take like a single dig on I9 or something?
Yeah, you have...
probably with all that leech I accepted from you, I could, but no, I don't think so.
No, but you could build it if...
I mean, maybe if my priest went to water and I took water 3, like if I did the thing that maximized the power, but no, I think I need all these, like, I don't think I have it if I have to take action 5.
Build a temple for Air 1.
Sure.
You jump up in air.
Yeah.
That gives you 5 extra coins, which is a trading house and a dwelling.
Yeah.
And then you could always put your priest at the end to water to tie me on.
Yeah, no, I definitely do this. I don't think I have...
To get the dig as well.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, I don't have enough resources. If I have to spend this power on a dig, I don't have enough coins to do everything. So George can keep my network at 14 right now. Oh, well, he doesn't have to decide this turn. He'll wait till I upgrade to a trading post and then decide.
Yeah, we'll keep the waiting game
Might
going.
as well.
But does it like help George like to?
I don't know. I mean, George, where are you in this? Are you winning this thing?
Well,
I mean,
I don't really know. I haven't counted. I usually don't.
You're getting a power town, which is 4 coins, which is 2 extra. It's like an 8-point town, and a trading post you're building, which you just did.
Ryan is going to be at
I don't know. You have a lot of coin versions to build this, man. We're up to get free leech on C2, so I just build.
He built Air 3. Why would you give George a free power?
Not super sure.
It's okay.
He's a nice guy.
That was a mistake. Yeah. Oh, actually, it's because Terra Mystic is a political game, and I was trying to con him into not digging D1. No, you should do whatever makes the most sense. I don't know if you're like crushing this game or if I'm competitive with you. Like I don't.
I feel like you're competitive with
I am kind of competitive because like you have 2
and cults are.
Your
you're
cults
not
are
too
good.
far back on cults.
Exactly. And if I'm supposed to be second on network, then you have network on me and some cult points on me. But I have some points on you. And you're making this town, but you have to convert, like, what, 8 points into coins to get 8 points back? And 6 points off the team. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll do it.
Probably is fine. The main problem with this is I haven't decided what I'm supposed to... Oh, I probably just upgrade ship, right? Yeah, I just upgrade ship.
4 points.
Yeah, that seems pretty clean. Boom. Man, there's nothing I can do on a cult. Yeah, cool.
No, you could take a point away from me and get a point on the last water spot, but is it 4 points?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
I hate that stuff. I just upgrade digs or something at the end usually.
No. Conversions. Priest to worker. Power to worker. Power to coin. VP to coin.
hold on, George. Put a coin.
Hang
dig.
on.
Hold the
Yeah,
phone.
I gotta do a dig here. Power to coin. Let's figure this out. Power to coin twice. And then dig twice. Do not build.
This is gonna take forever.
Really thrilling. Really thrilling.
No, it's
stuff
hilarious alchemist stuff of trying to cycle power exactly the most efficient way to get your final power to be coins and all this stuff. So I'm just passing here for good old 3.
Yeah. Then I build my dwelling. Beautiful power town.
How many points is that?
Which gives me a priest.
So Ryan, you're beating me by 15.
What?
Which goes to
Yeah.
fire.
I think I got this.
Along with water 2.
Which means I just played really badly.
I think
And
George has
coin,
20
and
more
pass.
points than me in the end game.
Sweet game, George.
Yeah,
I don't
didn't
know.
see George
I don't know how good this is in the end. I think it's pretty good, but it's just sick to see. Yeah, 4 town alchemists. With only one structure on your board left, and then 1 inefficient structure. That's pretty clean.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like the water 2 got me a lot of economy. The water 2, sorry. Obviously lost out on a lot of points by not having Earth 1. So
I think in this game, Rafa should have. I think he would have benefited more from Water 1 than taking Earth 1.
Yeah, but anything I tried to do this game,
It was
each-
difficult.
yeah.
The difficult part was, I
The
think,
first round was
Yeah.
really a disaster for me, for my gameplay. So there wasn't much to do here.
You were expecting to get the leech for the double dig, and unfortunately, you had a backup plan with the priest, but then you lost both. So that at that point
Yeah.
was
Then I lost a really nice spot for making another town that was B4, and also preventing George connection. What a bummer.
George, as it turns out that it was close enough that between us that dig was definitely correct. In the end, it wouldn't have actually mattered because unless I'm like incorrectly calculating this, the last resources I did scored me 4 points. So if I build the dwelling instead, I lose 4 points. I then gain 2 points from Earth 1. I then gain 3 points. So
They're
I'm
minus
net
2.
+1, and I wouldn't have an extra resource point. So it wouldn't, like if I had a coin, then it would be a +2 thing. So it
Yeah.
still technically wouldn't have mattered, but it was absolutely right for you to dig that hex because it was like close enough here between us that like, yeah, that made a lot of sense.
Yeah, if I had, like, again, if it was an async game, I would have sat there and calculated
it all out,
I would
yeah.
have seen I was ahead of you already. I think the dig, like, cost me a resource point maybe, or two.
So maybe in an async game you wouldn't have actually done that then, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of leaning towards.
Right.
Like, I don't think I would have done it because it wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
But yeah, in live games, like, yeah, there's you see people who do run the calculations like frequently during the fourth round to kind of figure it out, and I'm just too lazy to do that usually.
Right. Right.
Isn't there a rule where no math is allowed, or?
I don't know who says that. I'm all math, so I have no idea. I don't know about this no math stuff. I play Terra Mystica with a pad of paper and a pen next to me, so that's why I placed for so long. If I'm in a really competitive arena game that I really want to win, or in a game with like really tough players, and I'm like not just messing around, but like I actually want to win the game, like I'm spending the time that's given to me to run as many calculations as I can in the time. I mean, it's not always the funnest way to play, and so that's why I do kind of just play more casually and guess, because it's just funner. But yeah, I'd say about half of the time I am trying to calc stuff out. But let me ask you guys this: like, so Ryan, like, you won this game pretty handily. Now, I mean, George was playing a little bit more experimental. So perhaps this was Alchemist's game to win if you sort of took normal lines. I don't really know. Maybe Water 2 was good for you. But I guess my question is, like, what went so well here for Chaos? Because this is like, there's enough of a spread that we can't just say it was auction. Because at this level, if you and I were both the 30 faction, I think you still win. Where I was bid down to 50. Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't an auction thing. Like, you just kicked my ass here. So what did you do so well, and / what did I, mess up or something in relation to you?
Hold on, I'm just gonna look at the coins actions that I got. I think the early coins actions helped me a lot because I think in round 1 and 2 I got coins.
You got a lot of leech early.
Yeah, the leech also helped a lot. Like, so, leech, I think I lost 10 points. But I think the early coins actions helped snowball my economy and helped me upgrade digging.
Yeah.
And in round 4, there was coins off the brown track.
Yeah. Earth track.
So at the earth track, brown earth. So at that point, like, I didn't need the coins actions necessarily anymore. Mm-hmm. And being able to get that, I think I had like 1 tempo over Rafa to get that third town. That third town was important because I'm not competing on network, even though I'm pretty close. In this setup, I'm not competing on network because it's just costing me so many workers to dig. Because I had so few like red hexes. So yeah, that was part of the game plan, was trying to go big, and even though I didn't go that like tall.
In retrospect, I wonder how much this would have swung in the game, because to be perfectly honest, and I just like, this is just where like I wasn't in the headspace, or I don't know. There's some lines I just feel like my gameplay isn't quite good enough for me to see these like otherwise obvious lines. But like I honestly didn't see the line where I take temp ship and just keep building up my worker economy in round 2. And I think like that, I'm curious what you guys think, how much that may have swung the game. I mean, I'm always a little concerned of like not taking points favor early on, so I should try to build closer to the track, like that kind of thing. But
I think temp ship hurt me. Like
temp ship, like me taking temp ship also is a block to you, and then just building up it swings a bit in my direction with a better worker economy, and then it also takes temp ship away from you. Like, how much do you think that might have changed the sort of texture of the game a bit there?
You might actually even tie George on network, maybe, if you go full economy, or you at least beat Rafa.
Yeah.
Also, I think if you take the temp ship, you could also prevent the Chaos City on C5.
He prevents both my cities.
Yes.
If he does that, I have no towns. My game is just, it's difficult from that point on.
Right, because I smoke your sanctuary immediately.
But if you do take temp ship, I think I then at that point, like Rafa suggested, I could double dig the green hex C4.
Oh, but it was later, right? In round
wasn't it?
2.
Well,
That was round 3. That's true.
if I'm temp shipping in round 2, I think the play that you guys had pointed out at the time was like taking single spade, or maybe even double spade. I can't remember, but taking a spade and hitting c5 and then just going c4, c3, like just working across the c line with temp ship, and I don't know, hitting other stuff, maybe g3 or something.
Yeah, I think that would have been pretty bad for Chaos. I think then he probably does double spade d8, which hurts my network a bit.
Right, because I leave double dig for him. So I'd be probably taking single spade.
If Ryan also couldn't take this Sanctuary Town, maybe he would need to advance ship and fight for b4 and cut George connection.
Yeah, like I said, at that point, if e10 is stranded anyways, then b4 is less important to me. I guess I probably then end up coming south, maybe for another town like h2, h3, i4 area. Maybe. I probably only get 3 towns then. Maybe a bit less network, so that definitely would hurt me.
I feel like these are some of the things that I would like to really start getting better in games. Is like, well, like seeing this like obvious line that I just like wasn't, as I was evaluating options, like this one just didn't come to mind to me at the time. But also like considering how that might have swung things. Now I don't actually know. I'd have to go back and review the board state at this time. But it could have been something like I take single spade on c5 and give more power to Chaos, who panics about losing his Sanctuary Town and then double digs d8, which then cuts off Alchemist's structure. And so now your network is reduced by 2. And my network's better because I'm playing higher econ, and Alchemist's network sucks, and Chaos network is... Like, it actually could be a situation where it forces Chaos to actually hurt another one of my opponents in response to me hurting Chaos kind of thing. But at the time, I just like was, I don't know, just had my mind locked on, I must get a stronghold out for some unknown reason.
And you didn't even build your stronghold the whole game.
No, which, you know,
see, that's the funny, ironic part.
So why it was, I think that's why it was bad for you, is because you took just the trading house tile. Like, you took just a worker and a coin. And then,
but then did he take the coins action?
Where...
no, because Rafa was ahead of me. Rafa was ahead of me, which was part of it. Rafa had already passed, so I couldn't get coins either way. At the time, I was also just being an idiot. The fact was, put it, you know, bluntly. But I didn't pass onto temp ship because I thought if I pass onto a worker and a coin, that gives me better workers to get my stronghold out, and I'm going to get a coins action because George hadn't built his temple and was going to give me 3 power. So I already had the power for coins in a sense. The problem was just Rafa was ahead of me, which is why I didn't get it. Yeah. Anyhow, so it's a weird question to ask because part of it was also I just didn't see that Rafa had passed, which was just dumb of me. But anyhow.
So I got 1 worker power action, 2 coins, 1 single spade, 1 priest, and 1 bridge action. George took 4 priest actions and 2 workers actions. 4 workers actions, 4 workers and 4 priests. That's still pretty good.
Yeah, and my power actions were a single 7 coin actions, which doesn't
and
feel great. 2 double spades. 2 double spades is pretty. That's okay. That's good. I mean, I didn't take single spade, but
I think the only thing that didn't work well for George was not taking Earth 1. That it was my fault, but
but he had so many opportunities to take it, though. He could have taken it anytime. Like in the early rounds, he could have built a second temple, or he could have built a sanctuary. Get Earth 1.
I could have. I would have lost my connection, though, which loses network. So at that point, I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, fair enough.
If I was playing this game for real, I would have just taken Earth 1 instead of Water 2.
But you wanted to be fancy like Zevok, and it's a Weber stream, so why not?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Still, but like it's surprising. Like you never see alchemists win 2 cults and finish second on the third. That's like a lot of points that they don't expect to get. So, are those points? Because normally they'll maybe get like 4 to 8 points on cults total. So are those like points make up for the Earth 1 loss?
Yeah, so that's
and
the
I think
thing,
that's
like,
what Water 2 gave you. Water 2 gave you those points. Does that make up for the Earth 1 loss?
Yeah, it's always a bit of a trade-off, right? Like, it's very interesting. Like, the Water 2 got me an extra priest, which got me an extra 3 workers. It got me like an extra worker round 2 and 2 extra workers round 3. Which a lot of early workers, which really helped me get to 16 network here.
Right. And the cult positions that came along with that.
Yeah.
Also, we can't forget like that 8 points in, let's say, Water Cult. It's not just worth 8 points, it's worth 4 points less to your opponents.
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
So
no, very cool.
Water 2, there's something to be said about that with alchemists.
Yeah, it's obviously what you should take. That's what we can take away from this.
Awesome. Any last comments from any of you guys, or last thoughts, anything like that, or questions for each other?
No, thanks, Aaron, for having us on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you guys.
Yeah, as always, it's a blast, and anytime I'll come back on.
Absolutely.
Whenever you need me.
I'm sure I'll have you guys on soon. Just before we wrap up real quick, we've got next up on Open Tables, we've got next Friday. It's going to be an hour earlier, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. We've got Babik, Danny B coming back, and Super Zarni, which I'm really excited for. The following week, we've got JDI, G Warwick, and there is still a 4th seat open. There's a couple of people who have expressed interest, but I haven't yet solidified that, so make sure you tune in. But just keep in mind those times. I do move the times around just because people are coming from different time zones, so it always is going to jump around. So next Friday it's an hour earlier, and then Friday it's going to be an hour later than this week. So it'd be awesome if you guys can come out to that. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in and staying with us for so long. We really appreciate it. I hope everyone has a good weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.